Well, it was a... Oh. Whenever you're ready.
All right, looks like we are live. Sorry for the delay and the 2 missed goals. Let's hope that you can all hear me from inside your screen. Vision here coming live from Cirrus Futsal Arena. It is the semi-finals of the Futsal Oz Cup for the women's team for the 2024.1 season. Northern Phoenix up by 2 goals, both scored by Alana Shooter Shanley. Hansola here bringing you all the action here in Thomastown. Northern Phoenix in the grave of Preston. They're coming back. What a goal that was, right in front of goal within range. Number 13, Kiana Shervy for Preston. Number 23 rather. Already making an opening start from coming off the bench into the court for Preston and have scored the first goal. So she may be the secret weapon that Preston may need in this game. So might have to see that again. Good forward pressure coming from Claudio, and then that's all that's needed. So 2 goals to 1 here in the semi-finals as Preston get one back. Hannah to Pantazopoulos, who have already been lethal here in this game tonight in the semi-finals. There's Quinn Yuen also making her way on the court from being on the bench. Far throw towards Hannah, getting pressure, but she strikes it. Unbelievable block there coming from Louisa Variety, but Northern Phoenix get one back. Pantazopoulos seems to be bombing it straight into Variety. Shervy, Quinn Yuen got that stolen off her. Turnover again, Damazi lays it off to Variety. Back to Damazi, and that was on target. Big save there coming from Alyssa Iardo in the red tonight for Northern Phoenix. And an incredible save once more. Very quick in the reflex there, Alyssa Iardo. And the ball from Catherine Ioannidis. Just too much mustard behind the ball as Northern Phoenix reset down the centre of the court to Dana Stevens. Number 14 on your screen with just about over 12 minutes to go in the first half. So Phoenix coming in already ahead 2 goals from Alana Shooter Shanley. Stevens being surrounded by Preston jumpers, able to get rid of the ball. Shervy, how outstanding she's been already in this game for Preston. Handball called against Quinn Yuen, repping the number 10 for tonight's game. Claudia Damazi looking for options. Stevens just blocks Damazi, whom we all know have weak knees, so Staying on her feet can be difficult at times as Stevens lays it off to Hannah. Back to Stevens. Stevens, it's the post, second opportunity, third opportunity, but the grab from Emma Olsen had to be good. Wow, putting her body on the line. It almost was a free kick given to the keeper if that ball was kicked out of her hands, but it didn't. Dana under pressure by Damazi, quick to apologise. Shervy, Damazi, back to Shervy, gets her second. That was counter-attack at its best from end-to-end play by Preston. Damazi did well to time it, and Shervy had to just wait till that ball. Timed it well there, Preston. And it is now the equaliser as Phoenix have called a timeout. We'll take a short break. Plenty to come right after this.
Low self-esteem was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home.
A crucial timeout has been called by Northern Phoenix. The equaliser was timely for Preston. We knew they can fight back, and now they're back on equal terms. A bit of a shaky start from Preston, but they managed to find their way back here into the game with about 10 minutes remaining in the first half. As a throw there, Shervy! She's unstoppable tonight for Preston, making her debut in the semi-finals for the Foz Cup. Finding her third, look at this, pinpoint perfect, didn't have to do too much to it, got her body just enough on it to deter the keeper, Lisiado, and she finds a hat-trick for Preston. They're in the lead now. They were trailing by 2 goals in the start of the game, and now they've turned things around and bringing it back into their terms with about 9.5 minutes to go in the semi-final matchup here between Northern Phoenix. What a game it's going to be. And if you are going to know who will be versing these two teams, or one of the two teams here, the winner of this game, you're going to stick around and watch the next game right after this. Carlton hard against Melbourne Evolution. Shervy again. Feel like Jamie Sultana, the coach of Preston, will keep her on the court for as long as possible. She's already made a huge impact in tonight's game, and there she is again. Oh my word. That's crazy that we bring new players into the game and we don't know how they're going to play, how they're going to react, but some players warm into it and some players straight off the bench just give it their all and showcase their skills and talent into the top tier competition in Victoria. Side ball for Phoenix. Nguyen to take it. Long ball on the volley. Wasn't right there for Holly Sposato for Northern Phoenix. Also making her debut here for the Futsal World Cup semi-finals. Wednesday evening futsal for the women's, as Nguyen almost gives herself her own goal. Corner kick. Verratti couldn't keep it in. So Phoenix had a week off break. They defeated, they were defeated by Melbourne Evolution. So if they win this game and Melbourne Evolution win their game against Carlton, they might be versing each other again. So that would be quite exciting if that may be the outcome of the Futsal Loz Cup, as we see Caitlin Tomal on the court here for Phoenix. To recruitment coming from the Phoenix squad. Verratti managed to get rid of it. Stevens getting out muscle there, surrounded by 3 Preston players, but still manages to get the ball out. Verratti to Leah Katanos, number 8 for Preston. Founding member and long-standing player for Preston. And they formed in 2018 when it was called Preston United. You remember there was a soccer logo, soccer ball logo, and they probably wore white for a majority of the season. Up against the Preston Panthers. It's Tomal to Sposato. Preston's got the ball back. The referee's just called a free kick for Northern Phoenix. Pantazopoulos makes her way back on the court in place of Quinn Nguyen. Stevens to Sposato. Tomal back to Sposato. Good block coming there from Catherine Ioannidis. As they reset the ball here, Preston. Verratti all the way down back. Finds Kotanos. And a layover towards Ioannidis. Too heavy for her to control. Throw in from this side of the court. Missed completely by Northern Phoenix. So Northern Phoenix, since they finished top 4 in the normal 2024 season, gives himself a second opportunity. They versed Eastern 1-0. That was a big game. 11-10 in the end, very close. So able to mark their way here to the semi-finals. Preston won against Melbourne IQ in the opening round of the Futsal Loz Cup. But because they finished below the top 4, have to find their way again here into the semi-finals. Stevens back to Pantazopoulos. Looking to find Sposato, wasn't on the same page. So to go back to the keeper, Yardo. Long throw towards Sposato, but oh! Good thing Emma Olsen manages to get out of sight of her line. And it's going to go back to Emma Olsen for a throw-in. So huge thanks for everyone watching on the stream, wherever you're watching around Melbourne, Australia, all the world. It's broadcasted live to you from Thomastown inside the Cirrus Futsal Arena. And it's the Women's Futsal Loz Cup. The semi-finals. As Ioannidis looking to gain a bit of territory. Just goes on the side there. Shanley makes her way inside the D. Tomal under pressure there by Damazi. She wins the ball, pokes it towards Iardo. Good grab. Right idea there from Shanley. Couldn't get there again, and Damazi gets the second bite of the cherry. But her ball goes wide. Less than 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Preston doing well to get the lead back. Shanley couldn't control the ball, bit of hip and shoulder between her and Ioannidis. Pantazopoulos, a bit of trickery coming from Ioannidis. Eventually the ball goes out of play for a side ball. Damazi quick to release. Yardo putting her body on the line as guess who makes her way back on the court? It's Kiana Shervey. Ioannidis to Shervey. Got a lot of time and space here. And big grab from Alyssa Yardo. Shanley wins her team a corner kick. So Northern Phoenix can set one up here from the right side of the court. I'm a bit confused of wondering who is taking it. Caitlin Tomal. She'll be the one for Phoenix. Flicks it over towards Shanley. Olsen got a fingertip on her. Sposato! Right idea, but that was good positioning coming from Emma Olsen, goalkeeper tonight. As Shervy left almost on her own. Pantazopoulos came to dispossess her as side ball from this end of your court. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Preston still leading by a goal. Alana Shooter Shanley started things off here, scoring 2 back-to-back goals for Northern Phoenix. And Preston able to return with 3 goals to their name so far. Stevens from absolute nowhere. Olsen had to get rid of it. Almost got a few spectators in her way. Stevens to Majanos. Shanley left it behind. Stevens comes to collect. Damazi gets tripped. Play on, said the referee. Advantage. Long throw towards Majanos. As Louisa Verratti kicks it straight into the roof. Phoenix can reset here to Stevens, intercepted there by Damazi. Steven gets it back and almost took out Claudia Damazi. Free kick given to Dana Stevens. They can set one up here, and I feel she can go all the way. She's in range. She sure can! Dana Stevens finds the back of the net. They're equal again, the Northern Phoenix. She lines one up, and the ball probably isn't down pat for Preston, so she just finds the sweet spot. Nothing Emma Olsen could do there. By the time she reacted, the ball has already made its way into the back of the net. It's Dana Stevens looking for a second. It's game on, 3 goals apiece. As we count down, 7 seconds to go in the half. What an interesting second half it's going to be here. The semi-finals of the Futsal Oz Cup will come straight after this. Don't go anywhere, everyone. The second half right after this.
Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player, because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally, futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day it's good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detailed, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
self-esteem. It was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a Benzo. Red I'll be in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
It's the semi-finals here in the Series Futsal Arena, Thomastown. Northern Phoenix up against Preston. It's 3 goals apiece. In the first half, we saw 2 goals going to Alana Shooter-Shanley for Northern Phoenix, 1 to Dana Stevens to make it equal. But you got to say, the newcomer, Kiana Shervey for Preston, have made such an impact in tonight's game for Preston, scoring a hat-trick. What a talent that is, and what a recruitment Preston have done to bring her along to what has been quite a journey for Preston this season. So second half, anything can happen. We'll go to extra time if it's still a draw, and then to a penalty shootout. And I'm sure these two teams would rather have it decided in normal time. Northern Phoenix kicking from right to left of your screen in the grey top as Preston looking for the goal that will put them back into the lead. And guess who was there inside the D? Kiana Shervey, number 23 tonight for Preston. There's Merjanos looking to find Shanley. Damazi's been very busy tonight, ensuring no one gets past the defence easily. Verratti from the back. Oh, nutmegs Stevens. As Pantazopoulos finds it a little bit funny. Looking towards Michael Ciaras for a free kick, not given. Shervey getting blocked there by Yardo. Good technique. Stevens looking to hold it. As Shervey had to make Alyssa Yardo go for the dive. Shervey. Ioannidis. Stevens got in the way. A feel between Northern Phoenix tonight. There's a shot taken there by Kiana Shervey. It's just a little bit of miscommunication. A lot of times they just miss the mark. The passes haven't been great. Claudia Damazi still making her way on the ground. A lot of arms in the air for Northern Phoenix. And Michael Ciaras is coming in to intervene as a free kick given to Northern Phoenix. And number 14, Dana Stevens, will be the one behind the ball. And she looks to her coaches to get some guidance and coaching. Nick Parthamos there and Oshi. To Shanley. As Alana Shooter, Shanley gets her third to get Phoenix back into the lead in this game. What a set piece that was. We thought Dana Stevens was going to take it, but when we saw the direction from the coach to eyeball towards Alana Shanley, and it worked perfectly. It's all coming together here for Northern Phoenix as they're a tiny bit closer to making their way to the Futsal Oz final. Don't know why that ball, was it a goal? I'm confused now. Oh, there it is. There's this updated scoreboard. Throw there from Pantazopoulos towards Shanley. Shanley overthrows it towards Merjanos. But it's game on. Preston, can they fight back as Pantazopoulos lines up? Remember, Olsen had to go to ground. Another side ball. Pantazopoulos asking for it again, but gets dispossessed by Damazi. She's got Shervey on her right. Shervey finds the back of the net. That was back-to-back play, back-to-back goals from Preston, end-to-end. It does not get any better than this. That was so perfect to Shervey, and the composure in front of goal. Second to none for the newcomer for Preston. 4 goals in her debut. How many times have we seen new players come in and just absolutely knock it on the head and just showcase how they can perform for serious futsal in the top competition here in Victoria? As Damazi lines up, big save from Iardo. So time and time again, we've seen the lead and the momentum change once more. This ball just goes over the top. Still plenty of time to go here in this game right now. And up next, don't go anywhere. You would not want to miss it. Carlton Heart up against Melbourne Evolution. Quinn Yuen, I reckon she would have want to go for it alone, but I'm kind of selfishly decided to pass it on to Dana Stevens. There's a time and place for that, but I know Dana is such a talented player and high quality player, but if you've got yourself in a good position in front of goal, go for it. So Quinn Yuen just a little kind of behind the back foot. We know that she's a workhorse and she can absolutely turn the game around with all of the hard efforts that she brings to the game. Nice throw. Pantazopoulos did well. Dana Stevens looking to bring it back, but blocked there by Damazi. She's going to find Shervy. Almost a punishment there. Bit of a push there from Stevens. Now Janos. They can reset here, Phoenix. Good pressure coming from Ioannidis. Iardo is going to throw it long towards Stevens. Stevens can shoot. Good block from the near post there by Olsen. Stevens wins it back momentarily. Damazi. Pantazopoulos showing no mercy whatsoever. She will take anyone on, whoever comes her way. Pantazopoulos throws it towards Stevens. Stevens still got it, left boot on it. But Emma Olsen just got what's needed, her palm there. Just over 16 and a half minutes to go. Northern Phoenix got the corner kick. Intercepted there by Shervy. Side ball, quick throw towards Ioannidis. However, Michael Ciaris repping the purple wiggle colour tonight, with Benjamin Cullen on the far end of the court. The referees for tonight's match. As Quinn Yuen that this time round did go on her own. Right there from Ioannidis. Stevens, Quinn. Second chance there for Quinn Yuen. Wasn't the best we've seen. Hannah to Stevens, looking for the return ball. Took too much time on it. Looking to track back towards Stevens. Straight into the breadbasket of Emma Olsen. Long throw towards Shervy. Long throw from both keepers. Queen looks to turn. But a free kick given to Louisa Verratti for Preston. 4 goals apiece. And 6 of those goals were scored in the first half. Verratti. Looks like the ball's going to go back to the direction of Louisa Verratti as she's going to take this free kick again. Right idea, Claudia Damazi. Just getting outshadowed there by Holly Spazzato, number 9 for Northern Phoenix. As a corner kick's going to be taken here by Preston. Jamie Sultana on the sidelines biting his nails. This is a close one. Not a corner kick, mind you. Side ball for Preston, and on the other end, Sultana, that is, and Damazi has 2 players in front of her. Preston look to reset. Good grab from Iardo. Really no movement there, so she throws it straight into Shavi. Damazi couldn't control it, and a side ball for Northern Phoenix. Holly Spazzato. Long throw towards Stevens. Brilliant save again from Emma Olsen. On the other end, Iardo quick to move it towards Yuen. Couldn't bring it to ground. Damazi looking for the free kick, not given. This could be punishment on a big save from Olsen. Why did that not go in? Frustrations for Northern Phoenix. They would have gotten a goal to put them back on the lead. 2 against 1, and it was a wasted opportunity there for Northern Phoenix. Yardo towards Nguyen. Damazi. She's been such a workhorse tonight, being in every single part of the game. Showing her physical presence. Olsen. Back to Damazi. Shervy. Oh, that was good cut back in towards the area of the D. But Preston under pressure by a lot of Northern Phoenix jumpers. Nguyen. Where has she got to go? Not too many options. Goes to her left. Back to Quinn Nguyen. There's just a bit too much ball watching from a few Phoenix players. They need to move around, need to bring up some options, or else Preston will intercept that. Dana again. Hannah asking for it. Decides to go to Nguyen. And it's going to be a throw in for Alyssa Yardo. Holly Spasato goes wide. And Holly looks to retrieve the ball back. It's going to be a Northern Phoenix ball with 12 minutes remaining. 4 goals apiece. 3 to Alana Shanley, 1 to Dana Stevens for Northern Phoenix. And can you believe it? 4 goals to number 23, Kiana Shervy. Free kick given to Preston. Crowds building up here for what it's been and a very exciting game here in the Series Futsal Arena, Futsal Loz Cup semi-final. So good to see the Foz Cup back into action here for the women's game. Absolutely have missed this cup fixture for quite some time here. And it's been the first time for a lot of these players playing in the Futsal Loz Cup, and whoever wins in this game will get their ticket to the grand final. And they will verse the winner of the next game. Could be Melbourne Evolution, or it could be Carlton Heart, as Carlton had a massive win against Melbourne IQ in the quarterfinals, or the elimination final. That was one that was quite surprising. Melbourne IQ didn't have a good run for the Futsal Loz Cup. Lost against Preston in the first round, and then lost against Carlton 7-2. Carlton will they have the belief to beat Melbourne Evolution? You'll just have to stick around and watch. That will be a 9 p.m. fixture here on the live stream on YouTube /WeFroth, as Pantazopoulos looks to throw it in towards Tomal. Ioannidis. Hannah got in the way. Oh, that was so close there. Yardo kind of almost hesitated for a little bit there when she got Alana Sultana on the left. As they can go now, Northern Phoenix to the right at flank. Tamal gets Shepherd there. A bit of physicality coming into the game. I feel like it has to be needed. As Damazi got in the way of Steph Pantazopoulos again. Those two have been at each other's toes and shins for this game. There's nothing to it there from the side ball. Still plenty of time to go. Still equal here in the semi-final match. Look over the top, Pantazopoulos couldn't bring it to ground, but that was so close there to find Kiana Shervy's 5th goal of tonight's match. She'll have my vote for player of the match. Long throw towards Tamal. She lays it off to Dana Stevens, but too much behind the ball for her to get to. Kick in right in front of the Preston bench. Damazi getting shut down, but it's Northern Phoenix ball, so Annabella Marjanis is going to get it. Right in front of the Preston bench. Stevens asking for the return ball. She gets it. Play on to the referee. Damazi looking to hug the boundary. And Shervy wins her team a side ball. Can she turn? Phoenix looking for the counter attack. Dana Stevens left it behind. And the footwork there from Annabelle Merjanos had to be done. The number 2. Missing majority of the 2024 season, but it's good to see her back playing futsal as she scores the welcome back goal. Annabelle Merjanos, she's ecstatic. It's Northern Phoenix back in the lead. See the bounce, bit awkward. Stevens managed to get it, and Merjanos left all alone there in the left, and the finish was fantastic. Annabelle Merjanos gets her name on the scoreboard here in the second half as we count down with less than 8 minutes to go in the semi-finals. Northern Phoenix, they were in the lead, 2 goals up in the opening minutes of the game, and the Dana Stevens, no one there in the back post for her. Tamal couldn't get there in time as long throw from Olsen. Pantazopoulos using all that power from her right boot. Sometimes she forgets how much power she has, actually. Though Preston, they do have Aisha Attic all kitted up in the pink, all ready to go if they decide to utilize her. But because she's come back from a long-standing knee injury or ACL, probably better not to take the risk if she can. As Louisa Verratti did well, she can go on her own. Decides to lay it off, but Shervy back to Verratti. As the follow-up there from Ioannidis just off target. As Aliciado looked to reset down the line towards Merjanos. Too high for her to get to. As the ball makes its way into the change rooms. Just biting down the clock now. 5 goals to 4. Feel like the person that will step it up for Preston will be their key player, Kiana Shervy, number 23. If they can get her in a prime position in front of goal, without a doubt, she'll make it worthwhile. There she is again. Under pressure there by Pantazopoulos. Had to lay it off. And the returning ball just runs out of room here in the court. Pantazopoulos flicks it over. There's a ball turnover right in front of the Northern Phoenix bench. Tamal comes off and on comes Alana Shanley. Shervy. A few Preston players asking for it, but it goes in the feet of Dana Stevens. Passes one. Oh, and the save from Emma Olsen. The follow-up had to be good. That ball just went a little bit wide, but if Northern Phoenix can score the next one, it could be magic. Shows Shanley. That's magical. She absolutely scored it out of nothing. Their luck is on her side. You see the turn here from Dana Stevens. Shanley got it right into her box and the back heel in between the legs of Emma Olsen. Oh my word, where has this game gotten into? It's Northern Phoenix, Preston. They have to respond, and they have to respond now. 4 goals to Alana Shanley. When she's on, she is unstoppable. When every time she's on the court, you look out for her, you look out for her unimaginable tactics that she always brings to the game. It's always unpredictable. You have no idea where she can score from, and as a goalkeeper, I can imagine it is so hard to stop her. There's a few players where you know, yep, they're going to score from wherever angle, from whichever, you know, pinpoint position that they're in, with whatever speed. We know it. They're very predictable players, but Alana Shanley score from anywhere. And however, however you can score, she'll find a way as the ball goes towards Stevens. Shanley. Got her left knee there, all strapped up. She always says it. She's got no ACL left. But yet, she's still playing futsal. 3.5 minutes remaining in this semi-final game. Northern Phoenix against Preston. 6 goals to Phoenix. They can hold it. And if they get the next goal, it could be the sealer. Still anyone's game, even though Preston are down 2 goals. Look at the run here from Damazi. She's got plenty of gas in the tank. She can play another game if she wants to. There's Pantazopoulos looking for options. Quinn Yuen under pressure. And it's going to be a Preston throw-in or kick-in from right underneath the camera. Ioannidis towards Shervy. Turns. Right idea. Oh, wow. Where has Kiana Shervy been in this season? We need to see more of her. She gets dispossessed by Dana Stevens. Dana under pressure, still able to maintain possession. But towards the end, the final third, couldn't control it. Pantazopoulos intercepts. Ioannidis gets in the way. The timeout's being called by Northern Phoenix. Let's take a short break in the remaining minutes of the game coming right after this.
Very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally, futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that. We know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level. So you have to work hard every day. It's detail. It's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard, and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
It's game time. This will mark what will be a season for Northern Phoenix if they can hold. And I don't know why there's no stop clock, because it's Futsal Oz Cup. That's probably why. I answered the same question that I keep asking myself. A side ball here for Alana Shooter-Shanley to Stevens. As if they can hold for the next 2 minutes, it will be a history-making for Northern Phoenix. How do they come from one season being defeated 2 goals, 20 goals, 15 goals each and every game to being top 4 and now grand final contenders? Wow, what this team cannot do is the question. Anything is possible. And I always say it, anything is possible if you believe, if you've got belief in your team and your squad and in yourself, you can achieve anything. As Quinn Yuen have been there from the start for Northern Phoenix. So has Alana Shanley. So has Annabelle Majano. So has Christine Hanna. Shanley. Ioannidis comes to collect, but she's got nowhere to go. As ball makes its way out of bounds, 1.5 minutes to go to the end of the game. As Preston, can they find another goal? This is game on. This is game time. Shervy, I feel like Phoenix have finally shut her down, applying that pressure, not letting her get easy positions in front of goal as she is now. She's got Ioannidis on her left if she wants to use her. But 3 Northern Phoenix jumpers in front of goal will make it a little bit harder. As Iado goes towards Stevens, intercepted there by Damazi. I feel like she thought Ioannidis was going to run towards her back post. But the past 5 minutes have been spectacular for Phoenix. They know their role in the game and they know they can ride the journey, and they're right now patiently waiting in the sidelines on the bench, waiting for that clock to tick. And when it does, they will be ecstatic. Throw in from Quinn Yuen. Pantazopoulos looking to find Shanley. Shervy, she has to move now. Bit too much holding the ball here for Preston, but they've got to move. Shanley looking to buy a little bit of time. 39 seconds. And Phoenix are 39 seconds away from being in the grand final of the Futsal Oz Cup. One step away from bringing home silverware. Now, picture this. Imagine if Carlton can beat Melbourne Evolution, the underdogs of the game. It will be a Northern Phoenix and Carlton grand final, but we have to get there first, as Northern Phoenix will make their way for the first time ever in their history into the Futsal Oz grand final, and they will verse the winner of the next game, which will be Melbourne Evolution or Carlton Heart. As an indirect free kick has been given here for Northern Phoenix, an opportunity to get them the seal up, the nail on the coffin for what has been an outstanding performance here in the second half. They started off really well, got that 2 goals, eased the nerves, but then Preston came fighting back. It's Holly, so to Dana Stevens, back to Pantazopoulos. Sometimes she's really good and sometimes she goes way across the crossbar. 12 seconds to go. Last roll of the dice there for Preston, but unfortunately it is a little bit too late in the game to get it back, and Northern Phoenix will buy as much time as possible. There's Phoenix, Dana Stevens looking at the clock. Northern Phoenix have guaranteed their spot to their first ever Futsal Oz grand final with 6 goals to Preston 4. We hope to bring you a player of the match interview after this, but stick around because up next it is Melbourne Evolution against Carlton Heart for their ticket to the grand final. Don't miss it.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player, because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally, futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that. We know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can.
I'm here with Alana Shooter-Shanley from Northern Phoenix. Alana, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now, is there anything this team cannot do?
Oh, I don't know. We just come with a drive and we just play the whole game as hard as we can. So I think it's working.
You are the driving force at the start of the game, scoring back-to-back goals. Again, I keep repeating myself. But did that ease the nerves, scoring those 2 goals?
Yeah, 100%. I've been feeling sick all day thinking about this game, so that definitely got me into it, yeah.
Well, after that, I don't think you'll be feeling sick at all.
I had a bit of a stitch out there, but I'm feeling better.
Now, we know Preston, they're in fight. They brought that physicality to the game. Did you
Yeah.
feel you had to kind of bring that back towards them?
Yeah, I think that we sort of have to match their energy in that sense, but they're such a good side, so we knew that they were going to be physical, so it just means that we had to step up our game.
Now, the one thing that you weren't prepared about was bringing in their number 23, Kiana Shervy. Oh, my word, like, when you bring in new players, you have a few on your list as well.
Yeah.
How do you have to adapt to the game like that?
It's so hard when other teams have new players and we have new players because you have no idea how they play, so it makes it a bit harder.
What turned it around? Because it was a very close game at one point. It was
Yeah.
4-4.
I know.
What kind of went through your mind and your team's mind to kind of keep yourself in the game?
Yeah, well, I remember we were on the bench and we were like, oh, it seems to be a bit back and forth, so I think we just had to really push for that lead, and then once we finally got it back, we were like, all right, I think everyone picked up their momentum, we were good to go.
I think since when that goal from Annabelle, I
Yeah.
feel like that lifted the team. After that goal, you all really stepped up a notch.
Yeah. I mean, she just came back from injury not long ago, so when she comes on and scores a goal, I think everyone's a bit hyped, so we were all happy to see it, and it definitely picked us up.
Now, you weren't really on the bench for that long towards the end of the game, but we saw very nervous tension. A lot of people, a lot of your players, biting their nails. How often do you feel that emotion?
Oh, being on the bench in the last 2 minutes of a close game, stop clock, is our worst enemy. We're freaking out the whole time, but I mean, we just try and give whatever energy we've got on the bench to the people playing to hype them up to get them to the end.
Now, lastly, this is your first ever Futsal Oz Grand Final.
Yeah.
How does that mean to your team and to yourself?
Oh, I know even for myself, it means so much. We finished last season. We weren't having much luck, and just seeing how far we've come to even come to semi-finals, let alone grand finals, like, we're all so happy and we're so excited. It just means big things are coming for us.
Alana, once again, huge thanks for your time here in the studio. Congratulations and all the best for the Futsal Oz Grand Final Cup.
Thank you so much, Han.
Thanks, Alana.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level. So you have to work hard every day. It's detail. It's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Audible, feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Red I've been in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
With low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Audible, feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Red I've been in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, You can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
I grew up with low self-esteem. It was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Like love now audible. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Red I'm in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. What a bowl. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Ready I'm in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
With low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. What a bowl. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Ready I'm in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, You can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
I grew up with low self-esteem. It was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding around in a benzo. Red I'm in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. Finally, futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No? They know that, we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detail, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some.
super low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Like what unstoppable. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo.
It's the semi-finals here inside Series Futsal Arena. Broadcasted live from Thomastown. It's the Women's Futsal Oz Cup semi-finals against Melbourne Evolution and Carlton Heart. It's the old school rivalry, and whoever will win at the end of this game will stamp their ticket to the grand final and verse Northern Phoenix. Now Melbourne Evolution coming out as favourites, being last season's championship winner, being almost undefeated until they lost to Northern Phoenix. So that was, I feel, their kryptonite. But tonight, Carlton have a lot to prove, and Evolution are one step away from getting their second silverware for this year, as Evolution in their signature white tops and blue shorts, kicking from left to right of your screen, and Carlton in their maroon kits, or I would say blood-coloured kits, kicking from right to left of your screen. Thank you everyone for joining in wherever you're watching on YouTube or the Wii Froth app. As we bring to you live here, Han Solo in the stream for tonight's game, and what will be very entertaining. And if you missed the first game, you better go back and watch it. I'm going to spoil it anyway, because I'm sure you probably already found out the outcome. I've already told you anyway in the opening sentence of the game. Northern Phoenix, first ever grand final submission in the history. They've only been around for 2 seasons, and already in the end of their second season, they've made their way to the grand final, defeating Preston 6-4. Alana Shooter-Shanley started things off, scoring 2 back-to-back goals. Preston came out strong with their newcomer Kiana Shervy scoring 4 goals, and yet it was a tight battle towards the end. It was only when Annabelle Merjanos, number 2, coming back from injury, have made her mark into what will be such an entertaining grand final. And Dana Stevens, always playing such a fantastic game. She made an impact in that win, scoring also a goal, but it was Alana Shooter-Shanley that scored 4. As Hugh Beek makes her way towards goal, and that was the first big save from Paige Daly. So the fixture lineup for tonight's squads for both teams, I'll take you through it now. On the court for Melbourne Evolution in goals, Danielle Bradley. Always representing her team in the gold. Probably one of my favourite goalkeeper tops. Probably after Preston's goalkeeper top, which is, I would say, the Lionel Messi pink from Adidas. Captain of tonight, RD10, Rebecca Davies. Number 21, just about to be on the ball there, Greta Jowett-Smith. Number 7, Mary Hubeek. And also the Kiwi, number 5, Sophie Williams, on the court for Melbourne Evolution. And for Carlton in goals, with the ball there in the pink, more of a hot pink, is Paige Daly. On her right is Anna DeWong, number 9, number 7, Emily Tanaka. Number 5, welcome back to futsal, Katrina Tsalakides. And number 8, the workhorse that never stops thinking about futsal, Clarissa Allerton. I'll call those off the bench when they come on. Moe Fatea, the coach and manager, game day manager for Melbourne Evolution, and for Carlton, Reese Intawisi and Beck Catterwell. Beck always showing her support, wearing the Carlton beanie on the sidelines. It's Paige Daly looking to throw it long towards Tanaka. Looks like Davies is going to bring it to ground. Jowett-Smith battling her way out. No option forward. Going to go wide to Williams. Williams also have no option forward. Lays it off back to Beck Davies. Back to Williams. She can hug the boundary, the cutback, really not on. And she gets denied the pass from Clarissa Allerton. Side ball, Hugh Beak lays it back to Beck Davies on her left. As Paige Daly fakes a footy kick. Very tempted, and I feel it will happen in today's game if given the opportunity. We have seen Paige Daly score already from a footy kick last season. We might see that again. Did remember Paige Daly scoring a penalty shootout to win the game against Melbourne AQ. Though if this game does end in equal terms, it will go to extended time, 3-minute halves. And if still from that extra time there is no winner, it will go eventually to a penalty shootout, where we saw last night a penalty shootout for the Men's Clubs Cup. So, a lot of back and forth possession play here for both teams, still yet to break the deadlock. As we see Clarissa Allerton to Tanaka. Goes wide to Salakides. Gets dispossessed there by Williams. Allerton looks to break it down, but Tanaka came in with a bit of artillery. We're about 17 and a half minutes to go in this game, and again, thank you for those still tuning in to the live stream here on a Wednesday evening. We've also got a few fans here waiting on to see who will make it to the grand final. And a few Carlton fans as well watching in with their scarves. Tanaka, she opens it up! Not Tanaka, Anna DeWong. Wow, that has to be magical. That is what will ease the nerves for Carlton, as Anna DeWong, number 9 for Carlton, breaks the deadlock, and it will be game on. So they're in the lead now early, but they can't let that slip away from them. Here I am calling Anna DeWong, Emily Tanaka. This was horrible on my behalf, but nevertheless, Carlton score. This could be momentum swing if Melbourne Evolution find the next one. Williams to Hugh Bate, there it is. There's the response, it's the equaliser. Melbourne Evolution, without a doubt, knows how to apply that pressure. Look at that. Good pressure coming from Williams, and all she had to do was find her teammate to her left, Mary Hugh Beak. And all Mary had to do was stay composed in front of goal, which she will do, have done time and time again. And it was announced throughout the week. Well, again, really, we found out that in the last game of the season, Mary Hugh Beak winning the Golden Boot Award for last season. So the lead was quickly taken away there by Mary Hugh Beak. Carlton momentarily thought they had the upper hand, but as we saw in the last game, it was not the case. That lead can quickly be taken away from you, and before you know it, you're trailing. As Beck Davies, oh wow, they haven't. That's how you know you're trailing, is when Beck Davies get the ball with a bit of time and space. That was perfect. Nothing the keeper Paige Daly can do, because Beck Davies, when she is in prime location, her finishes are absolutely unbeatable whatsoever. Time and time again, you know she can strike it from any angle. And with the turnaround of events, Melbourne Evolution are up by a goal. Carlton got to find a way as Mariella Begang makes her way on the court, number 17 for Carlton. Allerton looks to outmuscle Davies. Ball is still live, and Allerton just gives up anyway. Looks to reset the ball, long throw towards Williams. She brings it to ground. Finds Hugh Beak on a non-preferred, so they're going to reset here, Evolution. Looking to find the pass towards Nikki Galanos. She makes her way on the court for Melbourne Evolution, the number 9. Side ball on the far end. Hubie to Davies. Under pressure there by Allerton. And it's going to be a Carlton side ball. Goes to the left to Duong, the goal scorer for Carlton. And the ball resets back to where it was before in the hands of Allerton. Tanaka looks to volley it towards Begang. Wasn't on the same page as Evolution. Win the ball back. Williams to Davies on the far left. As Williams wasn't on the same page there. Begang. Duong. Tanaka. No options forward. Has to go back to Begang. She looks to find Allerton. Carlton have to hold possession. Almost gives it away. Begang. Backheel towards Allerton. So this is possession play, which we saw it all unfold last week when Carlton played against IQ. They did it so well. The execution. Carlton finally are gelling well with each other, finally building that chemistry, which they kind of struggled with throughout the season. And that's what worked against their game against IQ. They were able to find where their players need to be. The chess pieces finally into place for them. But tonight they've got a big matchup, their opponent that they find so hard to beat time and time again throughout every season, ever since the beginning of Melbourne Evolution. And the founder, CEO, ambassador for Melbourne Evolution, Beck Davies, has to score a screamer like that. Can't ask for anything better from your captain, Beck Davies, to get one in the bag once more. So they're now up 2 goals. Beck scoring 2. And Mary Hubik scoring 1. I feel like if I was Reese Intuisi, I would call a timeout right now just to reevaluate. Think of your tactics. Think what I should do to shut down the likes of Beck Davies. She is one of the best playmakers in the women's competition. If she can lay it off to any of her teammates like Mary Hubik or Sophie Williams, there's no turning back. Look at that. How do you lay it off like that, like Beck Davies? They're going to go at it again. Mary Hubik was in the central position, but I think they're looking for more of probably a header position or to her feet. But if it's in between her knees and her shoulders, how do you score from that? Allerton. Backheels it back towards Williams. We've seen a lot of that in this game already. Williams takes a strike anyway and a save from Paige Daly. Looks to reset it. Smart too, coming on. Probably not the best. Almost first touch for Alexandra Smart. And Carlton's got 2 on the bench, and so does Melbourne Evolution. So very equal terms in terms of how many players are playing tonight. As Carlton on the move, Allerton on the left, and a slide tackle from Hubik. And Allerton still remains on her feet. Tanaka looks to header it, but it's going to be a side ball anyway for Carlton on the far end. Allerton going to move quickly. It's going to run out of time. Ciaris as Begang sees the side netting. Just over 9.5 minutes remaining. Evolution up by 2 goals. This will keep them a little bit comfortable right now. But it's not over yet. Evolution will not stop at just being 2 goals up. As we see Megan Grove on the court for Evolution for the first time in this game, number 15. Davies can outrun everybody. Tanaka and Smart got in the way. A corner kick for Evolution. As Williams. Very unconventional save there from Paige Daly. Uses her feet, but she kicks it straight back towards Williams. Davies goes wide to Williams. And the returning ball, Davies wasn't on the same page as Smart, is going to reset the ball for Carlton here. Never mind, Michael Ciaris disagrees. It's going to be a turnover ball right in front of the camera. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's Evolution. We're trailing by a goal, probably for about a minute before Mary Hubeek changed the game otherwise, as Grove trying to bring it to ground. Paige Daly towards Tanaka. Wow, the assist from Paige Daly towards Emily Tanaka. Inside the D, the volley, the touch. Look at this. Paige just saw her from a distance and went, I have to throw it in a style, and Tanaka with the volley. Unbelievable. That's more like it. And with that, we're going to go to a timeout. Don't go anywhere. A very important timeout was called by Melbourne Evolution, in fact, after that goal scored by Carlton's Emily Tanaka, as she finds her way on the scoreboard in this game. First goal for Carlton was by Anna Duong. And the return goal, the response from Mary Hubeek, number 7 there, making her way down the court. The biggest workhorse I would find in the competition. No one runs harder or faster than Mary Hubeek, and Allerton runs into a bit of trouble as Evolution make a move on the right side. Saved there by Paige Daly. And what of that assist from Paige Daly from before towards Emily Tanaka. She kind of went straight in towards Emily and went, this is our goal. I partook in that goal for my team. I'm sure the Fortnite Hill FC squad and the fans of Paige Daly are out there showing her support in their lounge rooms. That will be ecstatic that their number 1 goalkeeper, Paige Daly, will show them how it's done. So shout out to the Fortnite Hill crew and for tuning in into what would be a cracker as Emily Tanaka again right in front of goal asking for the corner kick. She is goal hungry. She played such an important role in the elimination final against Melbourne IQ, and she will step it up tonight, I'm sure, as Salakides on her right, but it's going to be out of bounds for a Danielle Bradley throw in. Underarm throw towards Williams, back to Rebecca Davies. Davies just making a move in the back, ensuring she's got a few options forward. Now there's the option. Mary Hubeek towards Nikki Galanos. 6 minutes to go, 3 goals to Evolution and 2 to Carlton Hard here in the semi-finals of the Futsal Oz Cup. Wednesday night futsal. And whoever wins in this game will verse against Northern Phoenix, who defeated Preston 6 goals to 4 in tonight's first game of the semi-finals. And if you missed that game, go back and watch it. It was entertaining from the get-go, and unfortunate for the Phoenix fans, the vision of two of the first goals by Alana Shanley was not caught on camera. We had to move on. That we had a bit of a technical issue at the start of the game, but we managed to still find a way to capture the moments later after that. So even though we didn't have it, we still have the emotion of the second half. So if I were a Phoenix fan, I would go back and rewatch that game. And if you're not a Phoenix fan, go back and watch it anyway. But this game unfolding as it is, 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time to find the equaliser here, Carlton. Melbourne Evolution making it so hard. They are the most defensive team in the competition. Makes it very hard. They are so disciplined, a well-oiled machine. I feel like they would practice and train to defend first because they know every single player on the court can score. Sophie Williams, have a good put on it. Mary Hugh Beak, we know she can score from absolutely anywhere, from any fashion whatsoever, and that was probably not her best move. Beck Davies does not need an introduction. And on a good day, Greta Jowett-Smith also a very underrated player for Melbourne Evolution, as Emily Tanaka lines up for a corner kick here for Carlton on the far end. Far right, Salakides. Little bit predictable there. As they line up again, Allerton looking to have a bite of the cherry. Second opportunity, almost an own goal, but that was good defensive work coming from Williams as the counter-attack is on. Williams to Garlanos. She goes wide, and Carlton got out of danger on that occasion as they look to reset again. 3 corner kicks in a row, nothing to it, and in a split second, Melbourne Evolution come in strong with the counter-attack. That is where Carlton need to be very careful. They can't give it away, and if they do, they have to track back. Can't rely at all on Paige Daly, but they did well. 3 players in front of the ball. They have to continue to work hard, move that ball to a prime position. And with moments like that, they perhaps rely too heavily on Emily Tanaka. As they go at it again, Carlton. Talakides, too much for her to get to. As Evolution side ball on the far end. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of the semi-finals. Futsal Oz Cup for the 2024 season. Melbourne Evolution in the white and Carlton in the maroon. In my personal opinion, I would bring back Carlton's signature colours. The blue, the white, the red. Not a fan of these maroon colours. Even on your screen. I guess it's solid-ish. Trying to think what my favourite Carlton kit would be. Thinking really hard. The green, the shamrock green. The purple. Nice twist and turning there from Emily Tanaka. It's Danielle Bradley. Probably not her best work as she gives it away. Carlton side ball, Begang. To Anna Duong. Back to Begang. Tanaka. Didn't get the returning ball. Paige Daly. I reckon next time she would go long and look to find Emily Tanaka. Begang. Don't know if that was intended for Emily Tanaka or Katrina Salakides. Nonetheless, it didn't go to either of them. As fans are building, only 2 games tonight. Normally we have 4, but because it's the Futsal Oz semi-finals, there'll only be 2 games. Controversial side ball there for Carlton as Jarwood Smith makes her way back on the court for Melbourne Evolution. Galanos under pressure there by DeWong, has to give it back to Beck Davies. Looking to find a bit of territory here, Beck Davies on her left. Paige Daly lets it go. Sometimes a bit risky, but Paige Daly knows where her two sticks are on the court. Most of the time anyway. She touched it a bit too many times in a few occasions in this game and has given away a corner kick as she takes her own footy kick straight into Mary Hibik. If you're going to do that, Paige Daly, I would feel you'd be more on target and don't kick it into your opponent, would be my number one tip. As Begang, that was on target. But easy collection there for Danielle Bradley as she takes the final touch of the first half. It's Melbourne Evolution 3, Carlton 2 here in the semi-finals of the Futsal Oz Cup.
Win the European Championship, you need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia, there are good players, so they have to work hard and maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
With low self-esteem, was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Feel like I live in the end zone. I'm the one leading the drives. The crew riding round in a benzo. Red I'm in charge of my own fate. Left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now.
A good futsal player has to be intelligent. It's the most important quality in a futsal player because in futsal play is very fast, and you have to think really fast. You don't have time, you don't have a space. They have to enjoy the game. This finally futsal or football or basketball or tennis, it's only a game, so they have to enjoy. If they don't enjoy the game, they don't improve. No, they know that we know as coaches that every day is good for improving your level, so you have to work hard every day. It's detailed, it's important for improve your career. The group is the key of success. If you don't have a union group, you can win some matches, you can win some tournaments, but finally you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship. You need
The final half of the semi-finals, Futsal Oz Cup here on a Wednesday evening, broadcasted live in the Series Futsal Arena, Thomastown. Han Solo bringing you the action as Carlton Hart kicking things off here in the centre court against Melbourne Evolution, who have been dominating in this game. They only are leading by 1, but it can quickly turn around. As we saw it earlier, Anna Dewong broke the deadlock, scoring the first one, but shortly after, Mary Hubeek returned with the equaliser. It was a 2-goal buffer at one point until Emily Tanaka volleyed the ball towards the goal, but the intensity already shaping things up for Melbourne Evolution. They've got more of the possession early, as we see Hubeek there under pressure by 3 players, and that had to be a good grab there from Paige Daly. Directing her way towards Emily Tanaka, who was outstretched in the pocket there. There's Danielle Bradley towards her teammate, but Mary Hubeek, very unusual to miss something like that. That they might have to look to find that ball back, which they do. Williams on the counter. Bit too heavy on it, so Tanaka looks to mop it up and gives the ball away. Danielle Bradley's second throw in and not looking great. Allerton probably too much on the ball by the time she did. Beck Davies was all over it. She had to act quicker than that, especially when Anna Dewong was lurking in the back post. Williams off to Galanos. Beck Davies to her left. There's Williams looking to find the centre court. Back to Davies. Intercepted there by Tanaka. Hubeek is going to go back to Danielle Bradley. Short pass to Beck Davies. Chips it over. Don't think Mary Hubeek got there fast enough. Paige Daly, long throw towards Alexandra Smart, but I think she overcooked it. So this is going to be a very close second half. If Melbourne Evolution gets the next one, could be the game sealer, because it's been so hard for Carlton to score in this game. But we know the belief of Carlton. It goes a long way. We saw them against Melbourne IQ in the elimination round last week. If they can bring that mindset to this second half, anything can happen. And Northern Phoenix can prove that. They defeated Preston when they were down. They got up again on their feet and managed to win by 2 goals. So Preston saw something like that happen. Can they go all the way? Smart to Tanaka. Still remains on her feet, even though Beck Davies fell to ground. Prime opportunity there, but there was no one there to help out Emily Tanaka. Inside the D. It was too much for her to handle. Galanos almost dispossessed there, and that was what the pressure is required from Carlton Hart to put on Melbourne Evolution, as Katrina Salakides makes her way back on the court, but the ball doesn't go into her direction. She looks to claim it back now. Hubeek getting blocked there by Allerton. And the physicality is building right now between these two teams. You can feel the tension. You can feel how important this game is. Evolution coming in on paper as the side favoured to win, to put their name up against Northern Phoenix for the grand final. So high pressure for them. They do not want to lose. Where Carlton got everything to lose, and they were very lucky there for the ball to hit the post. Hubeek is going to get a second bite of it. No room to move. Back to Davies. Williams. Davies find a very open Mary Hubeek on her left. Looking for the back post pass. Williams couldn't get there. And it's going to be reset here for Paige Daly. Got Allerton running. Didn't look for that option, so Allerton had to track back. Dewong. Allerton. Possession play had to be crucial here for Carlton. They can't give it away. Hubeek lines up on her left. Blocked there by Allerton. Tanaka on the move on her right. The ball had to go back towards Allerton. It didn't go, so they're going to reset here, Carlton. Williams got in the way, positioned herself well to block the pass. An Evolution can slow things down a little bit now. RD10 on the move. But on the other hand, Emily Tanaka positioned herself just enough to deter the ball from making its way towards a goal. Tanaka, poor juggling, and just a little bit of breathing space here for two teams, because it's been high octane since the whistle was blown for the second half. So no team is giving each other any breathing space. It is from the get-go high press and high pressure as Mariella Begang makes her way on the court for Anna Duong. Paige Daly looks to chip it over towards Tanaka. Bradley tries to bring it to ground. Mariella Begang is asking for it, but RD10 got there first. She can outrun the entire team. The ball goes back to her possession, but she couldn't get a clean foot on it. A corner kick given to Melbourne Evolution with 16.5 minutes to go. Still anyone's game, and a corner kick for Evolution. Davies asking for it. Beck Davies. But Katrina Salakidis out-muscled her way through. And the ball goes back to the direction of Carlton's goal. So Danielle Bradley. Throw-ins, not the best we've seen so far. Giving away a little bit too much here. As Allerton finds Tanaka. Back to Allerton. Goes wide to find Begang. Salakidis on her right asking for it. She gets it back. This high press is working for Evolution as the pressure builds. Sure, if it's a pressure cooker, it will let out steam eventually, but it's still brewing in there. What is Carlton brewing? What are they conjuring? If I was Mariella Begang, I don't know. Might have to ask her. Obodo, I would probably have that brewing up. Evolution might have a roast in their pressure cooker. As Paige Daly, how does she not know her own strength? Time and time again, I have a feeling every single game that she has played in the Sirius Futsal Arena, she has thrown it into the ceiling. Paige Daly, you have played in this arena for how many years now, and you still don't know the height of it? It's cost your team a side ball as Tanaka on the move. Tanaka strikes it, but it's in the near post, saved there by Danielle Bradley. And Sophie Williams from the back to Davies. Evolution building up the play again. Galanos under pressure there by Clarissa Allerton. On the far end of the court now. That was the right idea from Emily Tanaka, but she perhaps should have held it for a split second to let Clarissa Allerton get there. She's quick, but at times probably not that quick to get to. You big! Paige Daly got in her way, positioned herself way out of her line. Sometimes it's risky doing those, but high reward. Beck Davies tries to go through the legs of Mariella Begang. It's going to be a throw-in for Danielle Bradley. Will this be better towards Allerton? And it's going to be a corner kick for Evolution. Greta Jowett-Smith, the 21 number on her back. RD10's right there. Back to Jowett-Smith. Clarissa Allerton applying that pressure where needed. And a side ball on the far end for Melbourne Evolution. So their journey here for the Futsal Oz Cup for Evolution. They defeated Northern Phoenix 6-1 in the first round, where Carlton had a very close battle between Western United. So if Melbourne Evolution can hold it for the next 12 minutes, they will go up against Northern Phoenix. And that was very close there from Jowett Smith on the back post as Carlton, their manager Reece Intuisi, have called a timeout. It's 3-2 here in the semi-finals. Don't go anywhere, folks. The last remaining minutes of the game coming right after this. What a second half it has been. High tension, high intensity, high pressure. No one has scored yet in the second half. It has been 3-2 since we've come on board, and the last goal was scored by Emily Tanaka. Carlton looking to find ways to find the equaliser, but they've been shut down each and every time by a very well-oiled, well-structured team like Melbourne Evolution. Their defence is second to none. They are one of the hardest teams to score against in the competition. Just following up my conversation earlier, if they can hold it and win this, they will go up against Northern Phoenix, who was the only team in the 2024 competition to beat Melbourne Evolution. They were undefeated for almost the entire season until Northern Phoenix came along and upset that party, upset that stat. Can you imagine if you came in and thought, we're going to be undefeated for the entire season, we've got the championship, and then Northern Phoenix comes along and went, you know what, we'll try to beat you, and they didn't. And Smart got a head on it, just enough. Tanaka on the move. Beck Davies got enough of it as Alatan looks to bomb it straight into Beck Davies. A very close encounter there in the centre of the court. Ubeek just couldn't find a clean possession as Carlton looked to reset. Emily Tanaka couldn't bring it to ground. So Evolution being in the top 4 for the 2024 season. Got a fast track here in the semi-finals from winning their first game. Carlton, being in the bottom 4, had to play another game and verse the loser of the first round, and that was Melbourne AQ. So that was last week, got them just enough, 7-2 in the end. So we know Carlton can score. If they can score 7 goals against Melbourne AQ, they can absolutely continue that streak in this game. So scoring 2 already for what has been so hard to score. Even Greta Jowett-Smith is struggling a bit to find an accurate way into the goals. Her shot goes right across the crossbar. Emily Tanaka, I don't think she's come off the court at all, maybe perhaps for a few moments, but she has played almost the entirety of the game so far. Same as Beck Davies, I don't think she's gone off the court. Same as Mary Ubeek. Very rarely we see these 2 players on the bench. They will remain on the court from the start to the end of the game. They can play an entire second game if they really want to. The fitness level of these players are second to none. They work so hard behind the scenes training their body to endure the entire game at optimal level. Pre-game, you see them train, you see them use the band. Got to condition your body to withhold what's to come like that. Bodies, balls going up against you. And very rarely we see these players have any major injuries. It's Tanaka. Finds her teammate, returning ball. Mary Hubig got in the way. The counter-attack is on. Side ball on the far end for Melbourne Evolution. Right beside their purple wiggle. Benjamin Cullen, the referee, on the far end, where Michael Ciaris, also a purple wiggle, on this end of the court, where the camera is, as Mary Hubig trying to outsmart Alexandra. Ball goes wide as Hubig subs herself off, as so is Alexandra Smart as Mariella Began comes on. Makes her way on the air, left boot to Tanaka. Tanaka against Beck Davies. Beck Davies looks like she was being held, and the follow-through from Clarissa Allerton misses it completely. That was prime opportunity for Carlton to equalise. As Anna DeWong looks to shepherd her way past Nikki Galanos. Big ball from Paige Daly. Not long to go, 7.5 minutes, and still yet to find the back of the net here in the second half. 2 goals to Beck Davies, 1 to Mary Hubig, Anna DeWong and Emily Tanaka, the 2 goal scorers for Carlton Hard in the first half. Since then, it's been quite difficult. Big saves from both keepers, but you've got to give credit to the defensive line of both teams. There's Galanos looking to find Sophie Williams. And they're asking for the ball. Michael Ciaris calling it a throw-in for the keeper. Paige Daly looking to go quickly. Begang to Tanaka. Chips it over towards Allerton. Allerton looks to bring it back to ground. Ball's out. And a Carlton Hart ball. Don't think the bench of Melbourne Evolution are happy with that. Begang to Allerton. And over the crossbar. Timeout's been called for Melbourne Evolution. Let's take another break and we'll see the remaining moments of the game right after this.
Low self-esteem. Was me and my mama just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I'm.
2 timeout has been called in the second half. Will this one matter the most? Will this be the one to change it all around? A lot of tired bodies out there. You could see it, you could sense it. It's near the end, it's the final stretch, the final countdown for these 2 teams. Melbourne Evolution have been holding on to this lead for the entirety of the second half, but Beck Davies can quickly turn it around. So is Mary Hubig. That was so close, but so far away. She tumbles herself over. She's limping a little bit, but Mary Hubig is built by muscle. There's Michael Ciaris, the purple wiggle. It's going to be a VAR called by game match manager Moe Fatea, as we're going to have another look at that challenge against Paige Daly and Mary Hubeek. This can turn things around. So we already had a stoppage a few moments ago. A timeout's been called. And this is now another stoppage. And what could mean here for Melbourne Evolution? If this goes their way, could be a potential penalty or a free kick given in prime location in front of goal. And we know how Melbourne Evolution are with their set pieces. We know Beck Davies and Mary Hubeek, they will conjure something up. They've already got a play in their minds if it goes their way. So we're in the huddle right now. What we might do, because we don't know how long this is going to go, we might take another short break and we'll give you the result after the break. Here we go. Unsuccessful VAR called for Melbourne Evolution. You've got that up your sleeve. Why not use it? You've got nothing to lose at this point in time in the game. Oh, the gang almost takes out her own teammate. Just under 6 minutes to go, and this will be the tallying of who will join Northern Phoenix in the Futsal Oz Grand Final next week. Carlton Hart coming from behind. They've got to find an equaliser, and they've got to find it soon. Who will shape it up as they draw in a corner kick? Emily Tanaka looks to take it in for Carlton. Begang asking for it. Evolution is keeping a very close eye on her right now. Begang, left boot. Beck Davies knew that was going to unfold. Allerton kicks it straight into Mary Hubeek. Side ball, Allerton. Begang lurking on the left. Allerton trips, play on. Mary Hubeek on the move. Getting pressure there by Emily Tanaka. Did just enough. They both fall to ground, but play on, says the referee. Long throw from Danielle Bradley, and nobody touched it. Mary Hubeek thought at least he went and shoved something. Never mind. Tanaka to Allerton. This has been so close. Evolution looking to hold the lead for the second half so far. It just takes one moment for it to change around. This is the time where Carlton have to bring out absolutely everything. Emily Tanaka have to take the chance, roll the dice. You got even a second on it. You've got to shoot. The gang runs into a bit of trouble there from Mary Hubeek. Allerton, Tanaka. This is where she spent too much time on the ball. The returning ball has to be quick, the 1-2. They hold it a little bit too much there, Carlton, in the right flank. They've got to move quickly. Got to make Evolution chase. They've just been so quick. They set up so well and they apply the pressure. They know when to jump in and when not to, Evolution, when it comes to defending. As the ball makes its way back to Rebecca Davies, the captain. Already have scored 2 goals in this game. 2 very important goals. Salakidis couldn't pass her way through Nikki Galanos. And the crowd are watching every single movement here. If I was Mariella Bagang, I would tell the referee for Evolution to move back a little bit. They're not really 3 metres. Bagang has to jump over the fence there to collect the ball. 2.5 minutes. Wow, that dug a lot of time. Back heel, oh, almost there from Ellerton, but Beck Davies got on top of it first. This is a crucial moment of the game. I mean, I've been saying that the entire game, but Paige Daly went to save the day again. Bagang tries to fake her way through towards Clarissa Allerton. Tanaka didn't even know where that ball ended up. Williams to Davies. And eventually Paige Daly got a hand on it. One minute and 40 seconds. Evolution have to hold it. Where is the last minute rush? Big save from Paige Daly. Her Fortnite crew will be happy with that. She's kept Carlton in the game. And it's stop clock territory. Last roll of the dice here for Carlton as Katrina Salakidis wins her team a side ball. No, never mind. I'm very... What is going on here? Salakidis just got it. Ben Cullen said no. Salakidis throws her toys out of the pram, but then gets it back. So, what is going on here, referees? Duong. Under pressure there by Williams. I have to go quick now. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Carlton Hart have to find the equaliser. Where can they find it from? Who will be the one to change a lot around for Carlton? Or will it be a little bit too late? Has 22 minutes did not give them enough time to find the back of the net here in the second half as Allerton denied there by Bradley. A lot of tired bodies out there. We know Tanaka have spent most of the game on the court. So is Allerton. I reckon try to chip it or bring it in the D. Salakidis couldn't keep it in for Carlton. 1 minute and 13 seconds as Evolution is only a minute away to make their mark and position themselves into the Futsal Oz Grand Final and 1 step away from their second silverware. And a lot of awards in the last season. Will they add another golden trophy into their trophy room? Salakidis, Hubig, 57 seconds, ball is still live. Clarissa Allerton to DeWong, couldn't find Tanaka, back to Allerton. Hubig got a foot on it as a counter-attack is on for Evolution. Paige Daly looks to footy kick it, but it goes wide. 41 seconds, and it's still anyone's game. Evolution staying very composed. And Danielle Bradley, not the best throw-ins we've seen from her. Salakidis, that was a moment. She knew it. In front of goal. Probably should have tried a bit more wider. 30 seconds. Hubig can outrun the team if she wants to. Allerton got in her way. Ball is still live. Nikki Galanos. Paige Daly. She has to go. Allerton has to go now. 19 seconds. Tanaka. I think that might be it. that might be it for Carlton. Reese Intuisi biting his nails. I don't know how many nails he's got left and how fast it grows, but every time we see Intuisi, he's got his nails to his face at all times. Beck Catterwell also the manager for Carlton. I think that might be it. Evolution will stamp their way through against Northern Phoenix into the Futsal Oz Grand Final. But what a game it's been for Carlton to compete against Melbourne Evolution. There's a final whistle. They will be happy with that. Melbourne Evolution fans can't ask for a better outcome whatsoever. What a game. Unlucky for Carlton, but Evolution dominating the scene as they will go up against Northern Phoenix next week in the Futsal Oz Grand Final. We will see you there. Can't wait for it.
If you don't win the World Cup or you don't win the European Championship, you need a strong group and everybody go in the same direction. The futsal is totally different than in Europe or in other countries. I think there are good levels here in Australia. There are good players, so they have to work hard. And maybe in the future Australia is in the top.
I'm here with Melbourne Evolution, Sophie Williams. Sophie, congratulations. Tell us how you feel.
Thank you. Pretty relieved that we made it through. I don't think there were any goals in that second half, so we defended pretty well. But yeah, relieved. Really excited to make the final.
Yeah, it took a while for the first goal to even come about. Was that just more, learning the processes, feeling the game, and then when Carlton scored, the response was almost immediate?
Yeah, definitely. We were, I think we came out with just a lack of energy tonight, and then it took that first goal for us to really just remember that we're playing futsal right now, which isn't great. But then we responded really well, scoring 2 good goals. So, yeah, we're happy with that. But that's something we definitely need to work on, is coming out with the intensity that we want to play the whole game with.
Beck Davies, you've got to give credit to her. She absolutely eased the nerves when she scored 2, back-to-back goals to get you in the lead at one point coming into the second half. Do you rely on becomers like Beck Davies, your captain, and the likes of Mary Hugh-Beek to bring in that intensity and the kind of movement of the game to bring against Carlton? Because you know how close they always get.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely awesome having those guys in there to score in crucial moments like that, and I think it really lifts us all. Like I said, we came out and we were all pretty asleep, so for Beck to come in and score those goals, I think really helped us.
You talked about the second half. No one scored.
Yeah.
That is crazy. It was 0-0. Like, imagine that. Did you feel the pressure? Because you know that, like futsal, it could turn around in any moment.
Definitely. I don't know what happened. We've been scoring a lot of goals this season. Maybe it's the late game or something, I'm not sure. But normally in games like that, and when there's a bit of pressure on us in the last 5 minutes, often we concede. So it was awesome tonight that we really held strong and defended really well. I think that's a credit to us, because in the past we've really slipped up in crucial games like this. So yeah, but tough to not score.
Now, the emotion, you must have felt it in the last probably 2 minutes of the game. You don't want to be in that position, but how did you feel, like, what was going through your mind with in that kind of last 2 minutes of the game?
Yeah, like I said, normally we get quite flustered at that point, but I think we held quite strong tonight and stayed defensively sound. We weren't as flustered as we normally are, but still there's obviously a bit of pressure. We want to win, and it's an important game, so yeah.
Lastly, would this be your first grand final, Futsal Oz Cup?
It will be. Very exciting.
Very exciting. So you've already got the silverware for the championship of 2024.
Yep.
Another step towards Northern Phoenix, which we know have beaten you, and you know that will come across your mind.
Yep.
But your first one, big occasion for the grand final.
Yeah, awesome. Very excited.
Well, again, congratulations. Huge thanks again for your time up here in the studio. Sophie Williams, Melbourne Evolution. Can't wait to see you on the court next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.